talent of our age to the newest, the pop singer PJ Harvey, the new female face and sound of '92, if the pundits have their way. A debut album recorded in Somerset has led, thanks to the attentions of John Peel, to national acclaim from an industry currently running short of fresh talent. Wendy Manus has this report.
I don't think there's been a general excitement surrounding the emergence of a new artist to compare to this since the arrival, as it were, of the Stone Roses in 1989. I think PJ Harvey's two most obvious influences are Patti Smith on the one hand and Siouxsie and the Banshees on the other. And if you were to put together something of the delivery and vocal style of Patti Smith with some of the kind of the musical, the slightly gothic touches of Siouxsie and the Banshees, you'd have a rough idea of what she and the band do. But having said that, I think the great thing about them is they are actually much greater than the sum of their influences.
Samson, your hair, that's in my hands. I'll keep it safe. You're mine, you're mine.
It's not been the streets of New York or London that have shaped PJ or Polly Harvey, but a wide-ranging musical upbringing at home in Yeovil.
I've been surrounded by bands from a very early age. I actually started playing saxophone when I was 11. That's the first instrument I learned. And always listened to a lot of blues in our house, and a lot of Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan. That's the sort of thing I was listening to when I was growing up.
Your hair restrains my man, he said
With national papers eagerly following the music press to praise her, PJ's already wary of the hype.
I think I'm prepared for anything that could happen, but it is hard. It's quite unfair that people are treating us like we've already arrived when we haven't even started.
One does wonder whether she might not suffer some, sort of stultifying influence as a result of that. I mean, it's very difficult for a still fairly young woman to fend off the enormous kind of demands that will now be made upon her time, and which will probably kind of cramp her development as a musician.
But PJ's setting out to give the music industry a long run for their money.
Anything creative takes such a long time to develop, takes a lifetime. You spend your whole life trying to get there. And I think if you ever did, or if I ever felt that I'd got there, I'd probably stop doing music. But people are treating it like this is the finished project, this is it, and we've arrived, and it's not the case at all.
PJ Harvey, but is she named after PJ Proby? That's what I need to know. That's my generation anyway.
I wouldn't know anyway. Good morning.